Yo, what up? It's your boy Puffinstein, aka Spank Dog at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Puffinstein 514 at Twitch and Robert Lopez at Facebook. We multi-streaming right now. And that's why I mentioned the three platforms. And it's crazy. We're not gonna do the whole Hollywood entertainment industry, music industry gossip. And listen, let me tell you something. First of all, I ain't no bochinchoso, you know what I'm saying? And for people who don't know what that means, I'm not a gossiper. This ain't about no gossip. This is about young kids who are talented and roll up with their talent and showcase how great they are and get rejected because they're told the talent ain't enough, that they got to give up something else. These are the kind of things that bring me to the table about all this stuff. But we're going to stay away from it. And I'm already, going in a little bit when I said we're going to talk about the NBA. But we're going to talk about the NBA. We're going to talk about my eye, how I look like I got a black eye because I got rosacea. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if you don't like that I'm bringing up the fact that I'm going through a little something right now, you already know what it is. But, I got loved ones, you know what I'm saying? And I be hearing y'all. And I be knowing that in the quest for righteousness, you could find yourself messing up, and I'm not giving them my attention today. I'm giving sports my attention because you know something? The NBA, whatever anybody wants to say, I don't care about that today. I love basketball and I'm going to enjoy talking to you guys about basketball and who are some of the nicest players in the world instead of talking about some stupid bochinche. Like I said, for you people who don't know, that's gossip in Spanish. Yeah, all right. So, for all you people who love basketball, Jokic is probably from another planet. If you didn't know, I just don't understand this guy. I mean, I really don't understand this guy. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Because first of all, he's number one in the world as usual. Thank God that I got in on Jokic before he shot through the roof. And this was, I don't know how I did it, but I ended up getting some autographs. But I have no rookie cards of Nikola Jokic. And it kills me. But the autographs are awesome. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna bring up the stats of the top 50. You know how we do. I like to keep my people informed, all my sports people out there. I got a format for the show, like we do it sometimes. Like the Chat with G is a series, the Souls of Hip Hop is a series, and the Souls of Sports is another series. Now, LaMelo was the first Souls of Sports. Lava Darkman and De La Soul were the first two Souls of Hip Hop, right? Then we got the lives. All right, and the lives I've been messing up a little bit, and not even messing up a little bit. Like I told you, there's really real person shit involved when I talk about the industries, but it also it brings some sort of negativity with it, even though I'm trying to be so positive and say the right things. It's just like these guys, if anybody did anything wrong and it's really like that, most likely they're gonna get, it's gonna get found out, and they'll be, you know, the system's gonna handle them. I don't need to give those dudes any extra punishment. They're gonna get punished. They don't need to get a hit from me. That's overkill, And I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Like I mess with dudes that they'd get on my case. They'd be like, yo, Spank, don't forget you could have been on the inside and you would have had to not be saying, oh, um, this person should go to heck for doing this. And meanwhile, the guy right next to you did that. Now what you gonna do? So, but like I said, it's people who think like black and white and on the surface. For me, it's a little. I try to think beneath the surface and understand that nothing's black and white. There's gray areas everywhere. And on that note, we'll get back to basketball. That's only because I catch myself apologizing for shit I shouldn't apologize for. So, but anyway, we're gonna keep it positive. You already know. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he's gonna get another ring. The amazing thing is watch this. Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shea Gilgeous I finally learned it. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, aka SGA, Luka Doncic, even Karl Anthony Towns, Jason Tatum. Paolo Banchero was playing like a all NBA player till he got hurt. Yo, man, Domantas Sabonis and Anthony Davis are even going crazy. Oh, I got good news for you guys. Let me just check this real quick. Make sure that I got it right. Oh, no. See, I got it wrong. Oh, maybe not. Let me see. Why to do that? Yeah. Oh, man. LaMelo's killing me. Let's see. Status. Ball capturing. Practice. All right. LaMelo Ball's practicing again. We're going to put LaMelo in there. We're going to put LaMelo in there. You know why? Because he was averaging 32 points a game for 18 games. And there's only been about 23, 24 games played. So he's only really missed like 4 or 5 games so far. And he's already back practicing with the team. So that's what's up. All right, but look at what I was doing, right? You seen all the guys I named, right? Victor Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham. These are all guys that don't got rings yet, except for, the exception of Jokic and Tatum. So let's do this again. Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, SGA, Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Jason Tatum. Oh, and Anthony Davis got a ring. Jason Tatum, Paolo Banchero, if he didn't only play 5 games. Domantas Sabonis, LaMelo Ball, 18 games his season is still there. Victor Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham is having a monstrous season. We're not gonna mention guys like LeBron, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant because they already got rings. We're talking about the guys that are up and coming, and only a few of them got rings right now. If you're talking about people that came from like 2013 and on, then Jokic got a ring, Anthony Davis got a ring, and Jason Tatum got a ring. But if you start mentioning Stephen Curry, you start mentioning Kevin Durant and LeBron James, it's like, they're going to be retiring soon. So, but the other dudes, you know, these are the newcomers. Now, the reason I named all these newcomers, Franz Wagner is going crazy. Yo, guys, listen to your boy, man. Franz Wagner is going crazy right now, and he is so inexpensive. If this man does not get hurt, he is a solid superstar. Now, go buy yourself a silver PSA 10 Franz Wagner rookie card while it's still $50 instead of waiting till it's $1,000. You get what I mean? I didn't know he's the 17th best player in the world right now. Franz Wagner, right? Franz Wagner right now is playing better than Jalen Brunson, Trae Young, Devin Booker, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards, James Harden, Stephen Curry, Ja Morant. All right, you're hearing this, right? These are big facts. Look, I'll show you right now. Oh, yo, what's up, Barbara? How you doing? I just seen the comments. I hope you and your family are doing well too. You see me, right? I was about to put on the kindness videos. They had me ready to put on toddlers saying mama for the first time. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I hope you and your family are doing well too. You know what I'm saying? We doing sports right now. Oh, let me share that screen. I almost forgot. All right, guys. So check it out. These are the animals, the monsters of the leagues, the beasts of the league. Take a good look at your boy right there. I told you. Nikola Jokic. Let me zoom in, guys, so you can see it better. I think you can see it better now. Let me check. Oh yeah, you can see it better now. So look at our guy, Nikola Jokic. Check it out. Look at this. Is amazing, right? 31.5 points per game for the big man, right? 13.3 rebounds per game for the big man. And he's only 0.2 shy of being above 10 assists per game. And literally like 2 or 3 days ago, and I got receipts because I did a live that day. He was above 10 assists. So he was averaging a 30 point, 13 rebound, 10 assist triple double. And look at this is the even crazier stuff. Do you know this man shoots 56% from the field? He's knocking down 2 3-pointers a game, and he's stealing the ball twice per game, and he's a 7-footer. Nikola Jokic, we found our first alien. He is the first outer space person we found. Listen, I watched something the other day, and there's a category where they rank the players, right? The most important person to ever be on a team. So it goes where there's 5 players on the court. Who is the one guy in NBA history that, if you go by stats, literally is a person that can affect the team the most? Just one single person on the team has the biggest effect on the team as far as winning. And they did the stats, and Michael Jordan and LeBron James were all the way up there. And then Nikola Jokic was even way further up there. And it's a stat that nobody could take away from him. You understand what I'm saying? Whether he wins or loses, it matters. But he already got a ring. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you can never be like yeah, but he went ringless. Nah, he got one already. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, LeBron got 4 rings and Jordan got 6 rings. And even Kobe's got to be up there somewhere high. Tim Duncan got 5 rings. At the end of it all, right now, Nikola Jokic, because of the stats he's putting up, is the most important player in NBA history. If you could, you know how they would call Shaq dominant and have different categories, but I'm dead serious. Literally, Jokic is the one-man band, and I got a song coming out called One Man Band, and it's an original beat that I produced, and I played out all the instruments and I wrote all the lyrics, and that is what I'm going to get to you next on the music tip. Glory Road was fantastic, but it's time for me to give you something else to prove to you guys that I'm talented and I don't need to take nothing from nobody. I don't even need to sample. I play out compositions when I have engineering equipment in front of me, you know. So I don't want to be patting myself on the back too hard, but I'm just letting y'all know I got some music coming for y'all, you know. All right, so but let's talk about SGA. Take a look at SGA, man, right here. How is SGA the third best player in the world right now? This is fantastic. Look at Luka Doncic right under him. He's my favorite player. I told all you guys, you already know how it goes. Patrick Ewing was my first favorite player. Then it was Allen Iverson. Then it was LeBron James, and now it's Luka Doncic. And I only pick a new favorite player when I know one is leaving the league. So there goes my boy right there, number 4. And then the funny thing, LeBron ain't leave yet. So the funny thing is that LeBron is in 12th place in the world. All right, let's take a look at this. This is great. Check out Bronny. This is really unbelievable. He's 39 years old, but the funny thing is he's gonna be 40. His birthday is almost on New Year's Eve. LeBron's birthday is in 16 days. LeBron's birthday is in 16 days, and he's gonna be 40 years old. And at 40 years old, this man is the 12th best player in the world. No, it's all good. It's crazy, Barbara. You do what you gotta do. Crazy. I always appreciate the love and support. You guys are the best. So, but LaMelo Ball is gonna be back, important. Yo, guys, why are we not talking about Domantas Sabonis? Is it because he don't look the part? Is it because he looks like he's a UFC action hero? Is it because he looks like he could open a coconut by breaking it on his head? Nah. Yo, Domantas Sabonis so doesn't look the part, and he is just destroying it. He's picking up his point average. We got him right here. He's the ninth best player on the planet. He's averaging 21 points. He's headed towards the 22-point mark. That'll be his best scoring in his career, I believe. So it'll be, he's around 20. He's getting close to 22 points a game, 13 rebounds, 6 assists per game. He's serious. He's a great free throw shooter for a big man. What about the 3 pointers, Demontis? That's his weakness, the 3 pointers. He's not a great 3 point shooter. Victor Wembanyama, man, I'm not even gonna do it to the people that were talking about Victor Wembanyama when he first was on his way out, and I was telling people he's strong. He's strong. I can't believe, listen, I'm not even mad at the people that didn't believe Victor Wembanyama was gonna fold, because usually dudes like him, they fold. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. We got ourselves. Remember when they picked Sean Bradley? When they picked George Merrison? When they picked even Manute Bol, because Manute Bol was a decent player, but didn't Manute Bol hold the record for 3 pointers at one time with like 7 or something like that? I don't even know. Don't quote me on that one. But Victor Wembanyama is everything we could have hoped for. He looks like on some LeBron stuff, on some Tim Duncan stuff. He looks like a champion. All right, guys. Now, Cade Cunningham, #1 pick that year. He came out with Jalen Green, Franz Wagner. Listen, the draft that they said was, I remember the 2021-22 draft. They said that it was a trash draft, right? It's got the most people in the top 50 out of all the drafts right now, right? If I'm correct, right? It's got Cade Cunningham, right? Franz Wagner, Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes. These are all from the same draft. Alprin Sengun. These are all from the same draft, people. Evan Mobley. Yo, what a draft. If it stays like this is incredible. Look, let's go back one more time. It starts at Cade. Cade Cunningham, 2021. Franz Wagner, 2021. Jalen Johnson, 2021. Scotty Barnes, 2021. Alprin Sengun, 2021. Evan Mobley, 2021. Okay, they got 6 people in the top 50 from the 2021 draft. I don't think there's any other draft. Maybe De'Aaron Fox, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. That's 3. All right. It's not gonna be that year. Okay, the Luka Doncic is Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous, Trae Young. Let me see, people. Yeah, guys, I don't think there's another draft that could compete. What's another funny thing? The Darius Garland, Zion Williamson, Tyler Herro, they started doing good. RJ Barrett right now is doing way better than he used to do on the Knicks. He's averaging 23 points a game with 6 assists and 7 rebounds. He could be shooting a little higher from the field, but listen, man, he's in the 32nd slot. RJ Barrett is Julius Randle's having a hard time. Right now, RJ Barrett's 12 spots above Julius Randle. And then for Julius Randle, the Knicks got Karl Anthony Towns. Yo, the Karl Anthony Towns trade is horrible. The Knicks got so paid. We got such a good team. I'm like, I don't get gassed. I don't right away say we're gonna make it to the finals. But man, we got Jalen Brunson, we got Carl Anthony Towns, we got Josh Hart. We got a squad. And Josh Hart is playing way better than I thought he would play. They're giving him burn. He's averaging 14.2 points. He's not coming off the bench. He starts, but he plays his position. Listen to Josh Hart. Josh Hart plays 37 minutes per game, right? And he only scores 14 points. But you want to know why he only scores 14 points? Because he scores them mega efficiently. This guy is he's shooting 60% from the field as a guard. So, Josh Hart, big John Collins is back. I was worried for a second. John Collins is flying around in Utah, and God bless his soul, because I have a couple of his autographs, and I thought that he was going to let me down, and he's doing great, man. 90% free throw shooter. That's crazy. He's a high. You know what made me buy his autographs? John Collins, that, used to be paired up with Trae Young on the Atlanta Hawks. He always had a really high field goal percentage, and he could shoot 3-pointers. And he could fly. So I said, I'm going to cop a couple of him. And then he got hurt, and I was like, damn, I think it's a problem. Because when I first bought him, I felt like I was taking a risk on him because he's not an overwhelming superstar. You know what I mean? But nah, he's doing great again. In just 29 minutes of being on the court, too, he's averaging 18 points a game, 90% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, 54% from the field goal range. He's knocking down 1.5 3-pointers for a big man. He's grabbing 8 boards a game. He's doing it well. He's playing a great game this year. I'm glad John Collins is back. All right, so we skipped a lot of players. LaMelo Ball, hurry up and get back. LeBron James, stay healthy. Cade Cunningham, keep it up. Oh, Kevin Durant is hurt too, by the way. I wanted to check on that. Let's see what Kevin Durant, if he's still out. Come on, be active, brother. Yeah. Let's get a round of applause for Kevin Durant. He's back. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, man, I definitely didn't want to do the gossip to right now. I got a couple of homies too, like I said, and they kind of hit me to like, it's not even saying what to do or what not to do, but they were saying make sure not to get like obsessed with being in the gossip like that. And I was like that, right? But I told him, I said, not because of the gossip, but because of what's happening. I can't mess with lames. I can't mess with haters. And when you got a little young person, 13, 12, 11, 15, and they can play instruments and sing, and you rob that from them, I don't got no love for you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was cool. I definitely wanted to get back to the positive stuff. In sports, I love sports. Sports is so positive for me. Kevin Durant, he got hurt, but he's killing it. It says active. You know what that means. So Kevin Durant's back. Let's take a look at what he's doing for the year. Kevin Durant I'm going to stop for a second. Kevin Durant, yeah, he's back. He played 14 games already, but you could tell he was hurt because he would have had like 20 games under his belt. Unless they're really like, minimizing his minutes because they want him to be around during, well, not even minutes, because he's playing 35 minutes a game. I'm talking about more like the amount of games he plays. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Kevin Durant is another guy like LeBron, Energizer Bunny. He don't stop. 26.1 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, on 53% shooting from the field, 82% from the free throw line. The Aaron Fox is just amazing too. What I was gonna say, Jalen Brunson is a stud. Tyler Harrow, listen, let me tell you something. On this list, right? There's only a few short people, so let's give them their extra props, right? From the top to the bottom, let's find the first guy that is in the land of giants. Okay, all tall guys so far. Even Cade Cunningham is, I think, 6'5", 6'6", 6'4". That's that size. The first little guy who's destroying it, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson right now is the best short guy in the world. You know, when you play the point guard position and you're 6'1", 6'2", or smaller, it's, top 50 is tough. So usually Trae Young would be the one highest. And it's crazy to see Jalen Brunson higher than Trae Young, but he's only 3 slots higher than him. If you were looking at the statistics right now, Jalen Brunson's the 19th best player in the world. Trae Young is right there next to him, creeping. And Trae Young is like that. He heats up. He starts off slow because he's a streaky shooter, and because he's small, he got to launch. He's got to create space. He's got to make sure it's not easy for him to have a high percentage from the field. So I noticed Trae Young, like the first 20, 30 games, he'll be shooting 30% and he'll just catch fire. So to be honest with you, do I think that Jalen Brunson will be ahead of Trae Young by the time the end of the year is over? I love Jalen Brunson. I love Trae Young. And I'm just being honest. Do I think Trae Young will go from 21, and will Jalen Brunson somehow end up in a lower slot than Trae Young? Yes, I do believe that's coming. I told you guys about Tyrese Halliburton. I told you he would be climbing, but he's not climbing as fast as I thought he would. He's in the 40th slot. Last year he was in the top 10. So he's digressed. That's what he said. What he's doing worse. Just in case that's not a word. But he's regressed. I think it's regressed. Whatever. Like I said, he's not doing as good this year as he did last year, right? So yeah, Tyrese Halliburton. I think he's gonna step his game up. I think by the time the end of the year is coming, you're gonna see he shot up at least into the 20s, even the teens. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a sleeper, man. He's one of those guys that he stays 22 points. He's a heck of a big man. He's won Defensive Player of the Year, I believe. So Jaren Jackson, he's a hell of a shot blocker, but he's not doing that good this year as a shot blocker. He's only averaging 1.8 shot blocks. Kristaps Porzingis too is another person that's should be blocking shots like that, but he's not killing it like that neither. Although Kristaps Porzingis and Jaren Jackson are both having a great year, this guy Jacob Poeltl, he's really hanging around. Jacob Poeltl is averaging 16 points and 11 rebounds. And he's not. I'm trying to understand how he's 43rd in the world. You don't commit turnovers. He's got 11 rebounds per game. That's great. And 16 points is not bad. It's a pretty good big man. He's one of the better big men in the league, to be fair. He's a center. They're good centers, but they're more like point centers. He's one of the few more traditional centers that are in the top 50. Darius Garland's averaging 20 points a game right now. You know, he's got 6 assists. He got to raise that. Pascal Siakam, he's always around, but he never takes the higher superstar status. You know, Zion Williamson is doing good. You know, oh no, matter of fact, I just seen the game. Zion Williamson is, oh my God. I'm not going to put him down. He only got 6 games played this year, people. You know, I took a chance with him. You know, when he plays, he puts up great stats, but he never plays. He's out. Let's see why he's out. Zion Williamson is progressing well through rehabilitation on his left hamstring strain and will be reevaluated in approximately 2 weeks. That was 10 days ago. We got 4 days, people. On the 18th, he'll be reevaluated. Keep your fingers crossed, people. You know, I'm rooting for Zion. I've been rooting for Zion. But he can't keep it together. He keeps falling apart. Listen, you know, when I started collecting, I told my wife, I said, some of the guys that I got, they're gonna fall out the league, you know, and you can't really tell which one. There's no way to tell which guy got the genetics that are gonna keep his hamstring from popping, or his meniscus from tearing. You get what I mean? Or worse, the Achilles, the ACL. Those are the ones, you know. Those are the ones. I'm happy for Klay Thompson. He was playing good. Hopefully he's still playing good. And I didn't even say him. That's not cool. But I do believe in him because I have quite a few of Nikola Vucevic's autographs. Don't get them confused. Nikola Vucevic is good. He is not Nikola Jokic. You know, I know some people probably, to them, Nikola is Nikola. You know, there's probably another Nikola in the league. You know, so big shout out to Damian Lillard. He's crushing it. Damian Lillard's 14th in the world right now. Anybody else I left out before we go? Shout out to Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker. He could be doing better. Kyrie Irving is doing good. That's about the right stats. Kyrie Irving's not a top 10 kind of guy. He's been there before, but he don't stay there often. Big shout out to James Harden, Steph Curry. They putting in work. Check this out. Kyrie Irving's 24. James Harden's 26. Steph Curry's 27. So they're all doing good. You got to remember, they're up there in age. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero. Big shout out to Tyler Hero, 30th in the world. Big shout out to Alperen Sengun, 31st in the world. Big shout out to RJ Barrett, 32nd in the world. This is the funny thing. Jaylen Brown is 33rd. You know, I told you it has to do with getting hot too. Some of these teams, once it gets to the playoffs, you know, Jaylen Brown didn't get rattled. So, you know, regular season matters, but if you get to the playoffs and you get rattled, guys that were not in the top tier are going to shine. So, you know, Jaylen Brown's doing good enough as long as he shows up for them playoffs. Him and Tatum will be good. Big shout out to Donovan Mitchell. I would like to see him doing better, you know, but you got to remember, Cleveland, they got the best record in the NBA. So how much better could he do? Can't think in the terms all the time of who got the most points, because Donovan Mitchell is gelling with Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Jared Allen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Big shout out to Brandon Ingram. Big shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey's 24 points a game. Brandon Ingram's 22 points a game. DeMar DeRozan, 22 points, 23 points a game. You know, Tyrese Halliburton, step your game up. Big shout out to Bam Adebayo, sleeper. Bam Adebayo's always been a sleeper. And that's it. You know, big shout out Zach Levine, Josh Hart, John Collins. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out of here. You know, I wanted to hit you guys with the sports and break the monotony of the stupid ass Bochinche. And like I said, it's not stupid because, you know, like I said, man, I'm hoping, I'm praying more than anybody that somehow Jay-Z and Beyonce pull through this and they find out that it was very exaggerated, you know, and there was dirt thrown on people's names. You know, like I said, you know, I'm from the star. My homies that are from the star, you know, they don't want to see Jay-Z fall neither. You know, I don't think too many dudes from the star are praying for Jay-Z's downfall. You know, of course not. He's our Jordan of rap. But, you know, what could you do, man? If a person messes up, they mess up. I can't. That's not on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then what it is that as certain things happen, you start to see more and more that they might not be lying. That's it. I'm gonna stay away from that, man. You heard the basketball stats. You heard the NBA stats. That's what you're gonna keep hearing. And like I said, if something important comes up about the entertainment, music industry, Hollywood stuff, I'll still talk about it. But until something major happens or something like that, I'm gonna be doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody. You already know what it is. It's your boy Spank Dog.